no one was prepared for what there was. I don't think that anybody could have done better than what these people did on their feet, moving guests through the kitchen, getting them out, and dealing with them, and some lost their lives in the process. These were ordinary people, people who had no great degrees behind them, and they provided leadership, courage, and in some cases gave their lives for them. I think the tribute should go to them because they were the ordinary people that did it.
I think as you grow in your organization, you will find that you get lonelier and lonelier. You have less and less people to use as a sounding board, and your decision is eventually a lonely decision. Then you're forced to look at options as you see them at that moment in time. And indeed, many of your decisions may not be the best. My own view on that is you should do what you believe is right. It may be the tougher decision, it may be the tougher option, it may be the more troublesome option that you have, but if deep inside you, you know that it's the right decision for the right reasons, not for the wrong reasons, then you should go ahead and take it, and take the flack if there's flack to be given, or humbly accept the kudos if the kudos to be given. And if you took the wrong decision, then hopefully you would learn from that when you take the next decision. I can't think of anything more to say to you on that. Let me just take a minute and you look at the world around you. Are the great successes the large companies of this world? And there are many, and many successful companies. Or are they the companies that took chances, where individuals started in garages, where ideas were born? Where did Microsoft, where did Apple, where did Amazon, where did Google, where did Facebook come from? They came from ideas that people felt something could be done and that they could make a difference.
Now, why is trust so important to both of you? Why is trust the center point of your businesses? Mr. Tata first.
My view is that trust is an underlying foundation for the way people look at you, people look at your business, people look at the way you operate your business. Trust is the basis on which you live by your contractual obligations. And I think trust is more important than anything else. Your psychological bond with your customer and your worker and your stakeholders in general. I think without that, you run the risk of being a superficial business entrepreneur based on criteria which are not, in fact, truly fundamental to the manner in which you do business.
Yes, there have been many moments when I think most people in their careers have moments of disillusionment or a sense that they don't know where they're going. And I've had my share of those. As many people may not know, I spent the first 8 years in an endless training program that seemed to be going nowhere. I was put on the shop floor of 2 or 3 companies, no sense of answerability, no direction, and I considered those to be a waste of time. In hindsight, looking back, I think maybe it was a a very valuable investment at time. Not 8 years, but that kind of training program. And I would say that you always need to take a view that you have had the privilege of a good education. You need to give back to society some of the learning you have done to do something for your country and for society. And you shouldn't merely consider yourself successful based on the prosperity you gain for yourself, but you should go home at night feeling satisfied if you have made a difference. That difference is something each one of us can make. We'll have failures and we've had frustrations, but it's a continued commitment that we have to the world around us, to ourselves and to the people of India.